It's definitely necessary to discipline your children, but going too far can create a wall between you and them. A wall that will not let them open up to you. Mei Lee, or Mei, is a sweet girl who just turned 13. She believes she can be herself without worrying about others' opinions. Luckily, her friends are as weird as her. With Miriam, Priya, and Abby, Mei forms the weirdest but the most fun friend group in the school. They enjoy every class lesson, but this doesn't stop Mei from getting good grades. They go back together after school. But Abby likes to stop by the Daisy store where a hot young guy named Devin works part-time. Abby has a huge crush on him, but Mei reminds her of their standards. It's the four-town hip-hop boy band. All of their members are a perfect picture of young girls' fantasies. Unfortunately, Mei and his friends don't have enough money to travel abroad to attend the four-town concert. Mei's friends want to hang out longer, but Mei has to go. It's the cleaning day. Actually, Mei calls everyday house cleaning day and never hangs out longer with her friends. After making the excuse, she rushes back home and greets her elders. Afterward, she prays with her mother Ming and helps her in attending the visitors. They own the oldest temple in town, and their main earning comes from the tourists. Instead of honoring a god, this temple honors the ancestors. And not just the men, their most respected ancestor was a lady named Sun Yi. She was a scholar, poet, and defender of animals. She dedicated her life to the creatures of the forest, especially the red panda. She loved it for its fiery coat and mischievous nature. Ever since, the red panda has blessed the Lee family with good fortune and prosperity. Mei has a warm home, good food, and a bright future. But there's one thing she yearns for: the freedom to speak for herself. She never dared to speak about her friends or her idols because her mother didn't like them. This made Mei keep things secret from her parents. She usually expresses her thoughts by drawing in her notebook. Tonight, she tries drawing Devin and starts to like his features. She keeps drawing more and more. She rolls under her bed and draws intimate pictures of herself and Devin just for fun. Suddenly, her mother comes to check on her and notices the diary. She sees all the pictures and assumes that Devin is spoiling her innocent daughter. Mei tries to explain everything, but her mother ignores her like always. She rushes to the Daisy store and shouts at Devin in front of everyone. She even shows the drawings. Some of Mei's schoolmates are there too, and the poor girl has been humiliated in front of everyone. Her mother doesn't understand the embarrassment she brought and believes that she protected her daughter nicely. Mei is left speechless and can't sleep the whole night. She thought this was the worst day, but the worst is still yet to come. The next morning, when Mei looks in the mirror, her jaw drops. She's a huge, furry red panda. Mei can't believe her eyes and tries to wake up from the nightmare, but it's all a reality. Her mother hears the noises and comes to check on Mei. She assumes that Mei is having her first period, so she brings all the necessities. Mei hides behind the shower curtains while her mother takes out all the menstrual products. When she gets back to check the food on the stove, Mei rushes to her bedroom. She tries to calm herself and realizes that the panda is disappearing. The more she stays calm, the more she turns back to normal. Her hair is still red, so she puts on a cap and goes to school. Everyone is making fun of her because of last night's incident, but Mei can't react. She must stay calm. She gets to the classroom and tries to indulge in the lesson. Suddenly, her friend points at her mother, who is peeking from the window. She's fighting with a security guard to enter the school. Then she shows the pads that Mei forgot to bring. The poor girl once again got embarrassed in front of the whole school. She rushes to the bathroom and tries to calm down, but it isn't working. She has turned into a red panda in the middle of the school. Her mother is still looking for her, so Mei escapes from the window. She runs around the whole city to find a safe place. She finally gets back home and hides in her bedroom. Her parents come to her and try to calm her down. They have an explanation for everything and take her to the temple. Their ancestor, Sun Yi, had a mystical connection with red pandas. In fact, she loved them so much that she asked the gods to turn her into one. It was wartime, and the men were all gone. Sun Yi was desperate for a way to protect herself and her daughters. Then one night, during a red moon, the gods granted her wish. They gave her the ability to use her emotions to transform into a powerful, mystical beast. She was able to knock off bandits, protect her village, and save her family. Sun Yi passed this gift to her daughters for when they came of age, and they passed it to theirs. But over time, our family chose to come to a new world, and what was a blessing became an inconvenience. Mei can't accept being a panda for the rest of her life. She starts to panic, but her mother assures that there's a cure. On the site of the red moon, a special ritual is performed to capture the panda spirit inside a crystal. The next red moon will appear on the 25th of next month. Till then, Mei has to stay at home in a separate room to avoid any further destruction. When she doesn't show up to school, her friends get sorry and come over to see her. They inform her about Four Town's upcoming concert in their city. They can finally see their idols. Mei gets really excited and her panda comes out. She explains everything to her friends and requests them to keep the secret. Fortunately, they understand her and love her even if she's a panda or not. This calms down Mei Mei and she turns back to normal. Getting her parents' permission to attend the concert is no easy task. She has to prove that she can control her panda. Her parents test her with different heart-pounding pictures, but Mei Mei keeps thinking about her friends and stays calm. Her parents are so impressed and ask how she does this. Mei Mei can't say that it's because of her close friends because her mother doesn't like them. She lies that it's because of Ming's love for her. Despite so much effort, when Mei Mei asks if she can attend the concert, her mother refuses immediately. Her dad Sky wants to give her daughter a chance, but Ming finds the concert a useless expense. Moreover, she's worried that Mei Mei will not be able to control her panda. Mei Mei always gave her best to make her mother proud, but she can't even get one of her wishes granted. The next day, Mei Mei shares everything with her friends. They didn't get the permission either. When the parents put unnecessary rules on a kid, the kid learns to hide and lie. Mei Mei and her friends do the same. They decide to lie about having a sleepover and sneak to the concert. But first, they need enough money to buy tickets. Moreover, Mei Mei's mother is keeping an eye on her daughter and the other students make fun of her. Mei Mei loses her temper and her friends take her to the restroom. Some other classmates accidentally see Mei Mei turning into a panda and want to see it again. They aren't scared or disgusted. Instead, they fall in love with the fluffy panda and are even willing to pay for the panda. This sounds like an idea to Mei Mei. She decides to use her panda as a way to earn money for the tickets. She lies to her mother about having extra classes and uses this time to sell panda pictures and merch. They are just 2 days away from the concert but still need $100 more. The school bully Tyler threatens Mei Mei of telling everything to her parents. To keep his mouth shut, he wants Mei Mei to come to his birthday party as the panda. Mei Mei asks for a payment of $200 and Tyler agrees. The deal is set. They will attend Tyler's birthday, get the money, and attend the concert. Mei Mei lies to her mother about having a group study at Miriam's house so she can go to Tyler's party. But Ming insists on joining her. Before they can solve the issue, an uninvited guest reaches there. It's Mei Mei's grandma and several other women from the family. They have come to take care of Mei Mei and perform the ritual by themselves. Ming respectfully greets her mother and invites them to dinner. Mei Mei is getting late for the party, but she can't do anything. After a few hours, she finally excuses herself to go to sleep and prepares to sneak out. Suddenly, her grandma comes there holding a piece of panda fur. She knows that Mei Mei has been turning into a panda often. She doesn't scold her but warns Mei Mei not to let her panda come out too often. Otherwise, the ritual will not succeed and she will be stuck like this forever. Afterward, Mei Mei goes to a party in a panda costume. Tyler scolds her for deceiving and refuses to give the payment. Mei Mei explains to her friends that it's risky to be the panda, so they should go to the concert without her. They understand her situation, but they only want to go together. Mei Mei doesn't want all the efforts to go in vain and agrees to be the panda for the last time. After the party, Abby realizes that she had made a mistake while checking the concert date. It's not tomorrow, but on the same date as the ritual. There's no way Mei Mei can attend the concert now. Priya suggests skipping the ritual because they like the new Mei Mei. She's being more fearless and cool. Suddenly, Tyler calls her to get down to the front yard and let his friends ride the panda. Mei Mei gets triggered and starts to argue. She completely loses her control and attacks Tyler. Meanwhile, Ming has found Mei Mei's plans and reached Tyler's house. She blames Mei Mei's friends for ruining her daughter and taking advantage of her innocence. Mei Mei doesn't want to lose her mother's trust, so she can't say a word in her friend's favor. The poor girls feel betrayed and decide to attend the concert without Mei Mei, while the Lee family completes all the preparations for the ritual. On the final night, Sky finds his daughter's camera in the storeroom. He's delighted to see Mei Mei's sweet videos with her friends. He returns it to Mei Mei and advises her to reconsider her decision. Ming tried to be the perfect daughter too, but she had to stand up against her mother to marry Sky. Everyone has some wishes, and they should have the courage to fulfill them. Mei Mei is still scared to open up to her mother and follows her instructions blindly. She gets dressed up and stands inside the circle. All the family members start singing a traditional song, and Mei Mei finds herself in a bamboo forest. There she meets Sun Yi, who brings a transforming portal. Mei Mei must pass the portal to leave her panda soul behind. She's halfway through, but then remembers all the great moments she experienced after becoming a panda. She can't give up on her happiness just to keep the perfect picture of a good daughter. Mei Mei refuses and goes back. For the first time in her life, she says no to her mother and runs away to join the concert. She transforms into the panda and jumps in the middle of the concert. After reconciling with her friends, Mei Mei glued her eyes to the stage. The 4 town boys are coming. Mei Mei can't believe she finally made it here. Unfortunately, happiness is not for long. Ming has broken her crystal and turned into a giant panda. She breaks into the concert and starts destroying everything. She wants Mei Mei to apologize, but she has enough. Mei Mei confesses all the lies she told in the past. She wants her mother to understand that she has wishes and choices of her own and has the right to enjoy the little moments with her friends. Ming gets more furious and tries to stop Mei Mei. Sky instructs her daughter to keep Ming distracted till they prepare for the ritual. Grandma and the other ladies make all the preparations while Mei Mei is dealing with her mother. She accidentally hits back too hard and Ming falls down unconscious. Mei Mei tries to drag her inside the ritual circle, but she can't do it alone. Grandma and the other ladies break their crystals and rush to help Mei Mei, while the 4 town boys start singing along with Mei Mei's friends that aids the ritual. Mei Mei is back in the bamboo forest and meets the young Ming. She's crying because she couldn't keep up to her mother's standards. Mei Mei understands the situation well and tells Ming she doesn't need to be sad. Everyone has the right to find their part of happiness. Mei Mei takes Ming to the other ladies and they all start passing through the portal. Grandma lets Mei Mei decide for herself and the young girl wants to keep her panda spirit. Ming assures her that Mei Mei's decisions will not affect their relationship. She will always be proud of her daughter. The change was difficult, but it has made everything better. The temple's visitors have increased since Mei Mei became a panda, and Mei Mei has groomed a lot after getting her parents' approval. She doesn't need to hide anymore, and she can be herself freely. You can't make everyone happy all the time. Sometimes you have to be a little selfish for yourself and let the real you breathe in freedom.